Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King.
I think Tyson would like this one to be finished now.
Hit harder, he can knock out.
He is a big man. Oh, great shot.
From the start of his career, Fury has been one of boxing's top contenders for 11 years and is regarded as one of the best heavyweights the sport has ever seen. Even after his 2.5-year hiatus, the Gypsy King came back to fight in one of the biggest boxing events in 2018 against the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Though the first fight ended in a draw, Fury came back and took the WBC Heavyweight Championship title from Wilder in the rematch. Although this was a monumental win for Fury, his team, and his fans, not everyone was convinced that it was a well-deserved victory. Since the second Wilder versus Fury fight, there has been a mountain of evidence, both circumstantial and physical, suggesting that Fury cheated in both fights against Wilder and that he didn't act alone. To the untrained eye, this may come as a shock that the great Gypsy King would commit to such a heinous act, not only once, but twice. If you take a deeper look into Fury's boxing career, you'll find that he's never been above violating rules and resorting to dirty and unfair tactics to gain the upper hand in a fight. Let's go back to Tyson Fury versus John McDermott. Their very first fight on September 12, 2009, Fury had won the fight by split decision. McDermott himself and many others felt that McDermott was robbed.
Closed down that reach and put the pressure on, aimed that right hand over the top, and that started to chop Fury off, take him out.
Listen, I thought going into the last round, my corner told me, John, you're in front, you're at least 4 rounds in front, keep on him. I thought the last round was level. I thought I well nicked it. I honestly thought I nicked it.
Definitely, that was a bigger robbery than the Holyfield-Lewis draw. I mean, you know, I'm sure to be called up before the ball for my behaviour, but Terry O'Connor is a disgrace to British boxing, what he done here tonight. And doing that, you know, people are like, why do I want to be in a business when you're getting robbed? Daylight robbery. He didn't even have a mask on. Dick Turpin at least wears a mask when he robs you.
In an interview with IFL TV, McDermott recalled a story where John Fury, Tyson Fury's father, had a brief discussion with him after the fight, suggesting that he won.
His old man come over to me, and I was outside, about to get in the car with my missus, and he pulled up from the truck. He said, "Oh, you won that, my mate." That was his old man said that, his dad. And I said, "Well, here you go." He said, "No, listen, my son got the decision, but you won that." You know what I mean? And I got at least he had the respect. His son might have got the decision, but at least he had the respect to say to me, he said, "You won."
With those parting words, it's reasonable for McDermott to want a rematch, which took place June 25th, 2010. Although McDermott admitted to losing to Fury in the rematch, the details surrounding the gloves suggested that Fury and his team tried to get an unfair advantage over McDermott by choosing a different set of gloves with less padding, while McDermott used a set with more padding. Prior to the fight, Fury's team sent a contract to McDermott stating that Fury will be wearing a set of different colored gloves. Not thinking anything of it, McDermott sent the contract to Frank Maloney, now Kelly Maloney, a longtime British boxing promoter and manager. Maloney assured McDermott that Fury simply wanted different colored gloves. McDermott signed off on the contract in agreement with Fury's request. Fast forward to the night of the fight. While in the changing room, McDermott's brother had seen Fury's hands being wrapped and noticed that Fury was using Reyes fighter's gloves, which typically have less padding in them, while McDermott was using BBEs, which have more padding. According to the British Boxing Board of Control, both fighters are required to wear the same type of gloves. Having noticed Fury using different gloves, a pair of Reyes gloves were taken from Fury's changing room and given to McDermott, sparking a heated argument between the two teams. The Boxing Board of Control denied McDermott of changing his gloves to match Fury's because they didn't have 4 pairs of the same glove. Attempting to resolve the issue, McDermott bought the 4 pairs of Reyes gloves for both fighters to wear in time for the fight. Fury refused to wear the newly bought gloves, stating, "I paid for me to wear these gloves and you to wear them." According to McDermott's trainer and former featherweight champion Jim McDonnell, he had told Fury, "You've got gloves to make brain damage, and he's got gloves to stop brain damage. How's that fair?" McDermott became frustrated with the situation and attempted to leave. That was until one of Fury's team members had threatened to sue McDermott for breach of contract, forcing McDermott to fight. For Fury's US debut against Steve Cunningham in April of 2013, the two were scheduled to fight 12 rounds at the Madison Square Garden Theater in New York. Cunningham lost to Fury by way of knockout in the 7th round. It may have been a major victory for Fury and his team, but Cunningham and even the referee Eddie Cotton viewed it differently. In a post-fight interview with the Boxing Voice, Cunningham stated that he was disappointed that Fury wasn't disqualified on any of the illegal moves he used during the fight.
I'm disappointed that this guy didn't get disqualified for all the illegal things that he did. You know, he caught me with a shot after he lifted me up. That's illegal. This dude just went straight back alley on me.
After the 3rd round, Fury is seen using his shoulders, elbows, holding, pretty much everything but his fists in order to gain the advantage over Cunningham.
Dodges that right. And once
He's got to work up and down, even though it looks like the head is such a hard. Getting physical with Steve on the inside. He's pushing him back. He's laying
around by Steve Cunningham. And Cunningham going to work again, and Fury is round.
with a guy who's 255 pounds.
And that's a nice right by Tyson Fury.
He's doing good one fighter if the fight continues to take this form.
So what about the angle Steve is taking right now?
Steve's almost done here. Look at this.
In a quick interview with Tony Garcia of the Boxing Socialist, Eddie Cotton had stated that he had to give Fury several warnings before deducting a point for holding in the 5th round.
I warned him several times. I took a point, and in my 24 years as a pro referee, he's one of the dirtiest players I've ever had.
Unsatisfied with the outcome of the fight, Cunningham had gone to the New York State Athletic Commission and filed a complaint on the grounds that Fury should have been disqualified for using illegal shots. The commission denied any wrongdoing and stated that they didn't see anything illegal. In an interview with IFL TV, Cunningham stated that he received a call from Fury's team requesting that he train with them. Peter Fury, Tyson Fury's uncle, wanted Cunningham to help Tyson to learn to handle the overhand right that dropped him in the 2nd round. Cunningham was apprehensive at first until he was offered $5,000 a week to train with him for 4 weeks. Needless to say, there wasn't much opposition coming from Cunningham after that.
I protested the decision of the fight. The New York State Athletic Commission, literally that week, Fury and them called us to go into camp. The New York State Athletic Commission, 3 days before, called us and was like, "Oh, we didn't see nothing illegal. That's it." So I was like, "What the fuck? What do you mean you didn't see nothing illegal?" So I was pissed at that. Then 3 days later, we get a call from Fury's camp, and they're like, "Yeah, we want Cunningham in the camp for the David Haye fight." I was like, "Hell no, fuck out of here! I ain't going to the camp with him. Kiss my butt, fuck Fury." I was pissed, and then Brother Nazim was like, whoa, see how much they're willing to pay. So I was like, all right, so I let, my wife's my manager, and she talked with Fury. Man, listen, they paid me $5,000 a week.
We'll go to the Fury versus Christian Hammer fight on February 28th, 2015. Before the fight, referee Marcus McDonnell had to delay the fight because Fury's left glove was split open with the thumb part empty. Had the ref not caught this and made Fury's team replace the glove, Fury could have used this to his advantage and used his exposed thumb to deal extra damage to Hammer by gashing or gouging at the eyes or ears. Although Fury won the fight, He was later caught with high amounts of nandrolone in his system from a post-fight drug test. Nandrolone is a synthetic steroid used to treat anemia, cachexia, and other illnesses that cause atrophy in muscles. He was later questioned about his doping violation by the UKAD. He allegedly paid Martin Carefoot, a pig farmer, £25,000 to lie during a testimony and state that he had sold Fury and his cousin Huey bad boar meat. For the Fury vs. Klitschko fight in November of 2015, Fury had made similar attempts to get Klitschko to agree to Fury wearing Reyes gloves, while Klitschko wore Paffin gloves, which have more padding. Fury was very adamant about wearing the preferred Reyes gloves and stated,
"I either get the gloves I want or there's no fight, or we can do it bare knuckle. Do you know who I am? Tyson Fury!"
Ironically, he stated that Klitschko had cheated during the fight using dirty tactics, even though he won by unanimous decision. They were set to have a rematch on October 29, 2016 in Manchester, which was delayed due to Fury's ankle being injured, leaving him medically unfit to box. Around the same time, both fighters volunteered for random drug tests done by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association, and a urine test taken from Fury on September 22nd, 1 month before the fight, showed that Fury had cocaine in his system. Soon after, the fight was canceled. Fury would not box again due to drug and alcohol addiction until 2018 against Sefer Seferi on June 9th at Manchester Arena. What do you think? Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below and give us your thoughts. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Sneaky Punch channel. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.